Okay, I just had this charging. Reset cells, everything, boosted it. I've actually used this one as a booster, and I don't know. See, shows good now. Okay, I got this going on. Got this going on with this too. This is what, a 9 amp Milwaukee. Okay, put this in here. There. This is it's got me stumped kind of. 18 minus 18 because I got, it's backwards, right? I'm on the positive and negative. If I flip them around, it'll be 18 volts. So that's why when I put this on the charger, it'll read good because it is good, right? Just like this one was blinking red, green, but now it's good, right? It's like, okay. Wrong spot. Okay. Yeah. You could jump the spot there with not having the cover on, which, you know what I found with lithium ion, you could go backwards charging and they still charge. Like with the Ryobis, I can't get them to charge on a Nightcat charger, but when I take them out of the cover and put them on backwards, or backwards on their own Ryobi, Nightcat charger, they they light up as they're charging. So they kind of take whatever juice you put into them, right? Because that's going 18 volts because, well, it's 18 volts, right? So it's saying good. But then the fucker, it's not, it's not reading the battery. Or it's not talking to the tool, I should say. Okay. See, it's reading 18 volts. It's still showing it's unbalanced. And then put it in the fucking thing to talk to the tool. Nothing. Won't run the tool. Even at 18 volts. But I had it on the radio, the 18 volt radio, and it did work. So I thought, well, okay, I'll leave it on the radio, but I pulled it off too soon. Maybe I gotta let it all drain because even though you get it to show 18 volts, as soon as you give the tool and it talks, it kind of brings all the cells down to the same level like instantly, and then you got it. I'm getting some freaky things with these 9 amps, and you're better off with the small amp, 2, 4, 5 amp, than you are with these 9 amps. Sure, they last all day, but you know what I mean. Like I'm getting them, fixing them like more than anything. So I mean, you're better off to have the little 2 amps because I got lots of them, and you know what I mean. You just charge them up and. What? Okay, so you gotta change your battery 3 times a day instead of this one that lasts all day. Big deal. At least they all work. See? The radio, plug it. It's running off the battery. It talks to this tool, but not that tool or the freaking impact. Oh, it won't talk to that one or the impact. And that's that big 9 amp I'm working on. Like I got 2 of these 9 amps because I love to have the 9 amp to run the chainsaw because that's what that battery's for. But I mean, look, right? It's talking to the radio without being plugged in. I don't know. Maybe I'll just let it sit on this radio until it gets dead, and then I'll put it on the charger. Because I noticed that, you know what I mean? Like, well, it does have okay, some are 2, some are 4, 4 volts, some are like 3.5. You know what I mean? So there's probably weak cells in there, but I mean it talks to this tool, but not that tool or that fucking tool, man. Well, I don't know. This is fucking roadblock for me. This first, I ran into this with a couple batteries, man. It's just scratching my head. Because usually I got like a 90% recovery rate with these.